breaking news on WDSU.
And the breaking news we start with comes from Baton Rouge. Governor Jeff Landry just signing several bills into law, including some aimed at reforming the embattled Sewage and Water Board in New Orleans. These bills are designed to make paying your bills a whole lot easier, as paying bills and those issues have plagued the agency for years. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor live in the CBD with all the new details. Shay?
Good afternoon to you, Travers. Yeah, the governor signed a few bills into law, including two that specifically deal with billing when it comes to Sewage and Water Board here in New Orleans. Now, one of those bills actually creates a fixed billing option for ratepayers. Another bill requires an arbitration process for contesting water bills. As we know, a lot of residents have been plagued with really high bills, many for years here in New Orleans. That's not to mention constant flooding. Now, months ago, Governor Landry announced the Sewage and Water Board Task Force. The 14-member assembly was pretty much put in charge of putting together recommendations on what they thought could be done to better the agency. That led to this. Landry says the committee found three key areas of issues: billing, draining, and operation. And the signing of these bills seeks to address just that. And lawmakers are expressing their thoughts. Take a listen.
Certainly, I appreciate your attention to Sewage and Water Board, Governor Landry. In the city of New Orleans, Sewage and Water Board is a major quality of life factor. People in the city get sticker shock when they open their water bills, and that should not be the case.
Now, the governor also signed a third bill into law that pretty much allows for Sewage and Water Board to fill jobs with people living outside of New Orleans if the job is posted for several months. I have much more on this and other bills that were pretty much passed into law at 4, 5, and 6. Reporting live from the CBD, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
All right, Shay, and speaking of the session, we're in the final days and there are some key measures that still need to be discussed. Let's talk about a few that remain in play. Lawmakers still need to talk about if they will officially call a constitutional convention to rewrite Louisiana's 1974 Constitution. The future of Louisiana's multi-million-dollar hemp-derived THC industry also, at this time, still remains up in the air. Though most attempts to weaken public records laws have failed, one bill is still alive in the House by Rep. Stephen Jackson. If passed, local governments could shield certain records related to major economic development projects. The session is expected to end by the end of the week.